Morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning here at Craigellachie. I thought I would give you just a quick update on some of the seeds that we planted. We started our planting on the 4th of January. It's now about the 17th, maybe 18th. And so many of our seeds have come up. I think I planted the corn on about, I don't want to lie, but it was about the 7th. I'll have to go look in my diary, maybe even later. And it's all coming up here. See, there's corn. Very exciting. Got corn and sunflowers growing. Some basil, but that's not from seed. Yeah. So it's a little late in the season. It's already obviously near the end of January. But because of our move and everything, we decided we're just going to plant anyway and see what happens this year, even if it's just for seeds. But I think that in Port Elizabeth, our winter's not as harsh as other winters. So we don't get frost. Or in some areas we do. But in the areas I've stayed in, we haven't got frost. I don't think we get frost here. So, yeah, I think we can extend our growing season a little bit. I see none of the tomatoes have come up, just the corn and the sunflowers and the butternut have come up so far. But there's corn everywhere. It's great. This is glass gem popcorn. It's an heirloom variety. So it's been grown for generations, and the best seeds saved by the seed savers, and and then passed down to someone else, the next generation, to plant again and save the seeds. So we only plant one variety of corn at a time to ensure that there's no cross pollination. So I try and keep the genes pure. Every now and again I do practice and I play around with one or two things that I cross pollinate, sort of like tomatoes and stuff, and see what interesting things come out of the seeds. But I do try and make sure that I keep a few things pure so that I can save their seeds and do the right thing. We like this GMO free maize. This glass gem popcorn can also be eaten at the young stages as a sweet corn. So I'm excited about that. It's also very pretty colors. But yes, genetically modified GMO, genetically modified organism, is when scientists have been playing around with your food and they are sticking things like genes of viruses into your food, so that and pesticides, like little pesticide things, herbicides, more not pesticides, herbicides, sorry. So they're actually putting it in the seed so that it's easier for the farmers, so that they don't have to worry too much about pests and diseases and random things that they think that you can't counteract by just growing it a little bit cleverly. Don't do one monocrop. Oh, thank you. Don't do a monocrop of one type of vegetable or one type anything. That's not how the world works. If you look at any forest, the forests are that's just the dog and the boy. If you look at the forests are made up of a whole bunch of different plants, and they all work well together. One plant is the host of of a certain type of insect that's needed to pollinate another plant. And and carries on like that. That's not the only. Hello, Brutus. Thank you. Um, yeah, the one plant makes shade for the next plant. There's so many reasons that we need to have a variety of plants planted together and not one monocrop. And then we don't need genetically modified organisms at all. We don't need genetically modified food because nature is actually pretty smart and can do it itself very easily. We also, in this house, we try and plant enough for the birds and the bugs so that we can share with them. So I don't even have to worry about it. About the birds eating my little boy. He's standing. He started walking 2 days ago, just a couple of steps, but we think he's very cute. So as I was saying, there's other ways to counteract the issues that come with growing food if you just copy nature. So that's what we're trying to do. Copy nature. We're not letting the scientists come and mess with our food. This is going to be a completely GMO-free zone, pesticide-free, herbicide-free. Every now and again, if I have a huge issue with spider mites or something like that, I will go and do a mechanical pesticide type of effort, and I will go wipe it off with a cloth, sometimes using a little bit of dishwashing soap if it's very, very bad. But on average, just mechanical, take your hand and remove the infected leaf. Take your hand and remove the bugs. Like I say, I always try and leave a home for the bugs, so I don't kill them. I don't remove them and kill them. Yes, so we're trying to live in tune with nature instead of fighting against it, which I hope to prove to you that it's going to be a much easier way and a much more successful way to garden. So yes, a little bit more information coming soon. Give me a shout as well in the comments if you want to hear about any specific subject, or you want to hear about any anything more that I've touched on that I haven't given you enough information about. Yeah, just let me know and I will do a little bit extra chatting on that topic that you need to hear a little bit more about. So I'm gonna go plant some more seeds. We did a new garden in the back. That's the one just outside my back door. Remember I said that vegetable gardens, in my opinion, should be in close proximity to your house. It's very important because otherwise it takes too much effort, quite frankly, to go and look after the vegetable garden, never mind just pick your vegetables. That red thing down there is our worm farm. We haven't quite set it up yet. Sorry, I just got to watch the child with the grey water system here. That's not quite where we want him. Yeah, it's not where we want you. Mwah. Love you, my baby. Yeah, so give me a shout if you want help with anything else, any tips and tricks. I will try and make my posts interesting and fun, and you're going to learn without even knowing that you're learning stuff. Have a lovely day, everyone. Bye.